What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to SteveBussaGS. We got another scorecard interview with y'all, and this is an important moment. This is gonna be like our first time tapping in for an entirely new league. We got one of the best battlers from Lyrical Wars here with us, my guy. Please introduce yourself to everybody.
Yeah, my name is Jano, aka Big Crip 2058 Block. We out here. Let's get it.
How you feeling today, my guy?
Oh, I'm solid. I'm good. I'm great. It's I'm just catching the vibe, basically. I'm just great.
That's dope. I'm glad to hear, man. Yo, first things first, I appreciate you taking the time to come and chat with us, man. This is dope.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not new to the channel. We done seen you battle a couple of times up there on the big stage.
Yeah, for real.
It's gonna be
in there.
It's gonna be dope to pick your brain. I got some questions for you. I want to go down, but the first things first, like basically just give us the rundown. What's our introduction to J Null? What do we need to know before even getting into this interview? Who are you, my guy? Break it down for us.
I'm a fucking killer.
Let's go.
I'm that guy. Like, I'm that person you have to come and see if you were supposed to be in Lyrical Wars. You feel me? If you want to make the cut, I have to try you out. Like, I'm that nigga. You get it? Like, I'm that person. I'm the Grim Reaper. Like, I'm the one who actually gets the job done. Like, if you have a battle and you're good and you kind of survive and the people actually want you dead, they come and see me. Like, I get the job done. I don't do leftovers. Like, I clean up real nice. Get it? So, yeah, I'm that guy.
Let's go. How long have you been battling? What is your background? Tell us your background. How long you been doing this? How long you been with Lyrical Wars? You do stuff outside of there? Like let us know.
Mm-hmm. All right, so basically I started battle rapping somewhere 2009, 2010, but these were like battles which were happening not under camera. You get it? It wasn't recorded. It wasn't put out there. It was like background battles, high school battles. Like, I actually grew up from proper battle rap background. So I actually had the opportunity to battle on Lyrical Wars somewhere 2014, 2015. I actually pioneered a card called the Warm-Up. It was myself battling against Smith, and that day I think E-Cribs battled against A-Clips. So we all had I think myself and A-Clips had our premier battle rap on Lyrical Wars on that day. And we were the pioneers of that card. So that's why I basically started. So from there, I've had a very nice catalog. I've battled Hurricane Fizz, I've battled Abunda, I've battled A-Clips, I've battled Cribs, I've battled the Buddha Gemini, I've battled Slim Buck. Like, my resume fire, bro. And all them niggas died. So, hey, here we are.
Talk your shit, King. All right, so you're coming up even with Lyrical Wars. Like, obviously, like we have a similar background with the high school battling, corner battling, and stuff like that. Like, before, the big stage stuff was really a thing. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But even just within that, with Lyrical Wars, you're saying you're coming up to almost a decade of battling. You said 2014, 2015, something like that, right?
Yeah, facts.
That's fire. How are you viewed in the league? Like, are you considered like one of the guys to go after? Are you considered top tier?
Currently, I'm the face of the league. You get to, like, I'm the one.
Let's go. That was one of my other questions. All right, cool. We got the guy.
I'm the guy. Like, I'm the face of the league currently. Like, I'm waiting for somebody to take it from me. I don't even have a problem. You get it? Yeah, but like, currently, I'm the face of the league. Like, 2 hot battles back to back, 2 international battles back to back. Double the Gemini against Holyfield. All of them were classics. Although both of them niggas lost, but like, it was classics. Came out from a classic versus
You didn't battle Holyfield, my guy.
No, I ain't I'm not battled Holyfield yet. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't
That's
even
what
know.
you
But
just
if
said.
it
You just said
happens,
you battled. You just said you battled Dabu and Holyfield. I was trying to help you out.
really, I missed him, Buck. My bad, my bad. That means Holyfield has to die, bro. That means like
It's on the list. It's
the
on the hit
voices are
list.
calling. Like the voices are calling. That
You
means
get
homie
ahead
has
of
to die.
yourself. You jumping
Exactly,
steps, my guy.
exactly, bro. Like he has to die. Like that. Like the
Now,
whole universe is in tune with his death. So like they keep whispering. I feel like he gets it. So yeah.
fire. So you did. You had two fire battles back to back. We reviewed both of them on the channel. So it was against Dabu. It was against Slim
Yeah.
Buck.
Yeah.
What was that like, dog? Like really like welcoming international battlers, you know what I'm saying? And like
Yeah.
being like, nah,
Yeah.
like it's meats. Give them the meat. Like, let's go. Like I would like repping for
Exactly.
LW and shit like that. Like, what was that like, man?
So okay, prior to that, there had actually been a battle between the Genius and Smith in Ghana, which I actually missed because I came to the program kind of late. But yeah, the Genius kind of did his thing, although he lost, but he did his thing, blah blah blah. So fast forward, I had a call that Dabu the Gemini was the next person to die, and prior to that, I checked out Dabu's stuff. Dabu was fire. He had some nice battles with Tekka God. He had some battles with Holyfield. Like, actually checked his resume because you're not about to come see me without a solid background. Like, it doesn't work around here like that. You get it. So I checked out his resume. I was like, he's ready. And prior to that, he hadn't had a battle in a minute. The last battle he had was versus Jay Pacino, and it was taken off the internet. So I actually didn't even know what this guy was bringing. Like, that was crazy. You get it? So I wrote as usual, got to the stage, lost my coin toss like I normally do. I normally lose my coin tosses. And then what happened next was that I rapped, and then Dabu was rapping. I was like, oh, like, you came to rap. Like, I was like, all right, you came to rap, but like, you're not cut for this. Like, you get it. So at the end of the day, I did my thing, won that battle, and I think my next battle was Slim Buck. That battle was that battle was crazy. Probably one of my it's up there. I mean, that battle was too crazy. You feel me? Like, yeah. And I had a battle with Slim Buck because after the Buddha Gemini, I felt like the only person who was close to giving me the same feeling Dabu gave pause. Dabu gave was close to Slim Buck because he was currently the best because he had battled Fit, he had battled Queen Mother, he had battled Pen Priest, and he was great. And I was like, nah, like you can't feel that good in your country. You have to come see me. He gets it. He came.
It was getting too comfortable. It was getting too comfortable.
Yeah, it was getting too comfortable. You feel me? And at the end of the day, I had a battle with Slim Buck. We chopped it up, and it was a classic.
Cool. Let's talk about that too. There's a few things that I observed while watching you rap that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
One of the things that I love about you, it might be my favorite thing about watching you, is that I can tell from your reactions how much you love battle rap. There was no emotional response. There was nothing was getting to you. It was nothing like, oh, I'm mad he said that, or oh, like you were geeking. Like when they were doing good, you could see genuine enjoyment on your face. Like you look like, man, we got one. Like we got one. Like all right, like it's happening right now. What is that an accurate assessment? Like is that how you feel up there? Like you still got that fan of battle rap when you get somebody and they start really cooking with you?
Yeah. So normally, I feel like all battle rappers have a certain level of pride, not a bad form of pride, but a certain level of pride that they take in their artistry, their pen game, whatever elements that they bring to the table, right? So at the end of the day, if you feel like you're good enough and you go and meet an opponent and the opponent isn't able to show up like the way you are showing up, it's a little bit disappointing. So if you happen to meet an opponent and the opponent is also like neck and neck, or should I say on the same level as you, it's really exciting because you feel like, okay, at the end of the day, I'm not alone. I have people who are equally as great as me. And, the whole competition, the whole, points to prove that you are better just, happens to disappear. It just becomes pure fun and entertainment because you feel like you are that nigga, I'm also that nigga. So like, let's just have fun and then,
And you do. Yeah. You look like you're genuinely enjoying yourself, and I think that makes like. There's a certain thing when I was watching Lyrical Wars battles, like you bring a certain energy that's like, man, I feel comfortable being in that room. Like you make it look like a good time. Like there's a lot of times where like shit gets hectic. You know what I'm saying? Like tension starts driving and fights almost break out. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong in a
Yeah,
battle rap scenario. When y'all are up
yeah,
there doing a thing, it really felt professional. Like it really
yeah.
feels like these are entertainers who are like, yo, they're about this business, man. So like that's super fire to see, my guy. So
Yeah,
salute for
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, true, true. Cause,
Um,
cause,
go
cause
ahead.
at the end of the day, I feel like, the battle rap culture in Africa or in Ghana is growing. It's not really up there. So you have to do everything possible not to fuck it up. So it's not about time for you to get emotional on stage. It's not about time for you to feel a certain type of way because a person talked to you in a certain form of disrespect. Like it's battle rap, bro. You need to suck it up, put up a good performance, a good showing for everybody to see and put your country or your league on the map. And I think that's what matters the most.
I want to ask you a personal question about that, right? Because you're leading
All right.
into like this other topic that's super interesting that comes up in Nigeria
Uh-huh.
a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
you said that like the fans of battle rap, like the battle rap scene in Ghana, isn't where like we would like it to be, right? Like it's not at its final form yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not his final form yet.
Does that affect the way that you write? Does that affect the caliber of bars that you trickle in? Because I noticed
Mm-hmm.
specifically against Slim Bug, I don't know if you watch my reactions or not,
Yeah,
but
I
like
did. I did.
I would point it out against Slim Bug where I'm like nah, that was way nastier than they're picking up on. Like that, like you had the experience under the waist, like that shit sat with me for like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
day,
yeah,
though.
yeah.
But like
Yeah, that was
it,
crazy. I know.
it doesn't seem like a lot of times like I was talking like I had my interview with Emma Abaga, we brought this up, right, where
Mm-hmm.
sometimes like if your audience isn't as up to speed as your writing ability is, sometimes you
Mm-hmm.
have to write to your audience's understanding
Yeah,
level
yeah,
to get
yeah, yeah.
the dub that you're looking for, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because in your opinion Ghana isn't the battle rap scene isn't where it needs to be, do you find yourself writing to the audience's level instead of the
Mm-hmm.
absolute best you can, or is it always the best you can every time?
All right, sure. So this is a very good question because I don't know. Cribs, right? E Cribs, he's a battle rapper in Ghana, right? And also one of the founders of Lyrical Wars, right? He's the one who makes all the matchups and everything, well, along with his team, basically. Now, here's what happens. Anytime I get a battle, I tell Cribs I don't rap 100%. It's not because I can't rap 100%, but then again, I feel like it's a sport. It has to be equally entertaining as well as having a few gems in there. You get it. And then again, too, the crowd in Ghana is growing. Is it there yet? I don't think so. But it is growing, right? So I feel like my pen, although I feel like my pen is up there, it has to, come with a steady pace and catch up with the crowd. Because if I go there and I'm dropping stuff that go over everybody's head, then why am I even there? How are they going to get entertained? So I feel like it's a process. It has to grow because if you look at the inception of even URL or most of these battle rap leagues, there's a progression or a level of displaying their crafts. Like they didn't just go off dropping crazy bars from the onset. You notice that some were just personal, some were just.
All right, looks like he started timing out for a second there. Let's give him a second to catch up with the network issues. Let's pause. Let's give him a second to catch up. And we're
Yeah,
back.
so
As you were saying, my guy.
yeah, as I was saying, yeah. So basically, yeah, that sums it up. So I feel like I do right to the crowd, and I do right for my opponent too. So I drop a few gems in there. If you listen on camera, you'll catch on to it, and then if you want to be entertained at the same time, you would also have the entertainment part. But I feel like it all depends on the kind of competition that I'm having. If I feel like, hey, you're going to be tough enough and I can't joke around with you and still get a W, then I would have to go all out. So maybe I'm looking for that competition
So
will make me go all out.
so far, you've had the luxury of home field advantage for all of your
Mm-hmm.
international battles. Is that mentality going to shift and you decide to go to Nigeria, you decide to come to the US? Is that out the window when it's nah, let me show these motherfuckers what I can do, or is it still the same concept?
I feel like if you're the best, it has nothing to do with where you are. You get it. It has nothing to do with where you are. It doesn't even matter if I'm in Ghana. It doesn't even matter if I'm in the US. It doesn't even matter if I'm in Nigeria, because it's quality over quantity. Whatever you say that is going to fly in Ghana is going to fly in Nigeria. If it's something of substance, it will equally hit everywhere you go. So at the end of the day, I feel like it doesn't even matter where I am.
Look, at least he got the point off before he froze on that one. Let's pause it again. Hold up. We might still got him here.
All right, sure.
And we're back. Yo, at least that one was smooth, my guy. That one cut off right at the perfect time.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk a little bit about your style specifically. So I've noticed that in your rounds and your battles, you don't come with the same angle every round, right? You're not like you set up, punch, set up, punch, set up, punch, type rapper, nothing like that. And then specifically with your third rounds, I haven't necessarily been the biggest fan of the third round angles, but you've definitely gotten creative outside the box and like try to bring something new with it towards the end of the battles. What is your philosophy or strategy going into like setting up how the whole battle, how your 3 rounds are going to be?
All right. So I feel like in battle rap, if you're giving 3 rounds, you're giving 3 different opportunities to express yourself as a battle rapper. You get it? So every round should come with a different form of penning or a different form of layering or a different form of writing. So it all comes to you, the artist. If you feel like you are good at punchlining, you're good at scheming, and you're good at real talk or lyricism, then you can equally put all these 3 strong aspects of your pen game or of your writing into all these 3 rounds. So at the end of the day, one, your opponent doesn't even know what to expect because he doesn't even know if today you're going all out and punching all 3 rounds or you're going to mix it up. And it makes it tough for your opponent to actually prepare and write for you. You get it? So basically, the main reason why I do that is because 1, it stresses my opponents out. 2, it makes it difficult for them to write to me. And then 3, it gives me a whole range of material to pick from and also write. You get it? So I normally do 3 separate things with a little bit of 1 or 2 or 3 in each of the 3, and then I just keep it moving.
How would you describe your style? Would you consider yourself a schemer, a punchline rapper, a person? Like what would you say is like your bread and butter? What are you best at?
I'll say that I have battle rap mood swings. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that it depends on my mood. Like if I feel like I have to punchline you all 3 rounds, I will do that all 3 rounds. If I feel like you deserve a variety, 1, 2, 3 rounds, I'll do 1, 2, 3 rounds. But it basically depends on the opponent and then the style the person has. So if the person's style allows me to do all 3 different types in all 3 rounds, I'll do that. If it does not, then I'll just stick to a plan or a formula. I know it will work in there. I'll just keep it moving.
Fair enough. Straight up answer. So since you've been taking these international battles, look, let me give you a little insight. All right, I've dealt with brand new comments on the internet from more countries than I can name real quick off the top of my head. So I know what it's like. You know what I'm saying? We start mixing it up. You know what I'm saying with a new fan base. How has that experience been with the influx of Nigerian comments and stuff like that?
I wouldn't say hate, but it was a little bit of, for lack of a better word, let me just say hate. There was a little bit of hate and there was a little bit of love, because especially my third round versus Dabu the Gemini, because they felt like I took a more personal route against Nigeria. And like what I said wasn't like made up, it was actually facts. And then using that angle against Dabu the Gemini, like in my third, whilst he was in Ghana, some Nigerians felt like it was a personal attack and all that kind of stuff. But so in the comments, people were going at it, like we're really going in, like some were saying that this thing I'll do is battle rap, I'm trying to instigate, like people were actually in their feelings, or Nigerians who actually fuck with that and actually said I actually won that third round and stuff like that. So I feel like at the end of the day, battle rap is a highly opinionated sport. So what happens is that you would always have varying views. You have people who actually love you for doing something. Somebody at the end of the day might think is negative. And then someday somebody might think your stuff is negative, but to somebody it's also positive. So I feel like the hate and the love is one thing when it comes to battle.
So that from your perspective, did those comments affect you in a negative way? Were you smiling? Was it like, I got him? Was it like, what?
I'm fucking big crip, bro. Like, I don't even care, bro. Like, I just came to rap. I don't even care how you feel.
You know, and I believe it. I feel like everybody would say that, but I believe you because of how smug you look on stage. Like, I know that you enjoy this shit. So it's like, I believe you when you say that. Like, I really believe you when you say that.
Exactly. I might even pull up to Nigeria and say, fuck Nigeria and Nigeria, bro. Like, I'm that type of nigga, man. Like, he gets it. Like, yeah.
To make it clear, though, it is all love at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Right?
It's all love. It's all part of the sport. Like, exactly.
It's beautiful.
It's all love. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Now, you
said that shit in Ghana, though. So, like, hey.
Oh, it's both ways. Both ways. 100%. Exactly. It works both ways.
And it was all love. Exactly. It was all love.
Actually, let me ask you about this because this is a conversation that's going on in Nigeria right now in the battle scene. So let me get your opinion on this, right? When it comes to things that you should or shouldn't say in the face-offs or not like necessarily in the battles, but like in the stuff leading up to the battles, in the tweets, in the face-offs, in the spaces and stuff like that. Do you think that there's like lines that shouldn't be crossed or that there should be rules about what you can and can't say to somebody outside of the actual stage?
I feel like sometimes you're too smart to be disrespectful. And sometimes at the end of the day, I feel like,
yo, that's heavy as shit, my guy.
Sometimes you're too smart to be disrespectful. Sometimes we are too smart to be disrespectful. And sometimes some opponents don't understand any language aside disrespect. So it all boils down to the person you are battling. Because there are certain people I'll battle and I'll be straight up disrespectful and I don't even care. You get it? It's because that's the only language the person understands. That's the only way you can win. You get it? But I feel like the disrespect should have a bottom line. Probably you can diss the person's girlfriend, but wives should be off limit. I feel like kids should be off limit. I feel like parents, to some extent, should be off limit, depending on what you're trying to say. You get it? But aside that, there's normally no limits to what you can say. You just have to be smart about it and then just say it maybe as a setup. But if it's a point blank disrespect, then I don't think it's cool. Because, for example, I've seen a battle, I think Jay Pacino versus President Jagger. And that level of disrespect, I feel like it wasn't really, really my thing. Because, I mean, there would have been a better way for you to say it, for you to actually, get your point across. But, going and being so blunt and disrespectful, at the end of the day, I feel like we're too smart for a certain level of disrespect. Yeah, there should be limitations, but
first of all, saying that, that might be one of the coldest things anyone's ever said in an interview. He said that sometimes we're too intelligent to be disrespectful, unless you're not, because your dumbass only understands disrespect. So that's what the fuck, that was
exactly, bro. I'm big crit.
That's a wild bar, my guy. I'm gonna disrespect you because that's all your dumbass gonna understand.
Exactly.
Damn. All right, my guy. Let's talk about the big Crip thing, man. Because all right, so I asked Loki this in Nigeria when he was talking about gang shit over there. And he said like Nigeria doesn't have gangs, they have cults, but it's pretty much the same concept and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I seen on Twitter, I believe it was Jazz ended up quote tweeting you and was like, there's Crips in Ghana, like what's going on with this? And you can tell it was like half actually asking, half felt like might have been trying to play you, like what's going on, you know what I'm saying? So like educate us instead of like being accusatory from our side, what's up with that? Like, are there actually like American gangs over in Ghana right now? Is that have roots from, you know what I'm saying? Like from time that you spent, like where does that stem from and stuff like that? Educate us.
So to answer your question, are there gangs in Africa? Okay, are there gangs in Ghana? Yes. There are gangs in Ghana. Are they necessarily Crips and Bloods? Not necessarily Crips and Bloods. Do we have Crips and Bloods in Ghana? Yes. we do, but it's not really on a high scale level like how it would be in the US. Probably people might have a certain form. It might stem from the whole concept of Crips and Bloods. It might have some similarities in there, but you see, we are in different regions and different demographics. So certain realities that would influence the activities of our gang in Ghana wouldn't be the same as what is going to influence the activities of the gangs in, let's say, in the US. You get it? By the end of the day, the similarities are so much that you can meet a Crip in Ghana, you can meet a Blood in Ghana, you can meet somebody from a similar gang background, and you guys might share the same similarity. For example, maybe you guys trap, maybe gangs in Ghana trap, gangs in the US also trap. You get it? Gangs do certain stuff, and then similarly, you might find the same activities going down here. So that is to answer your question. You get it? There is, and there are other gangs too. Yeah.
So when you say Big Crip, are you repping the same Crips that the Americans are, or is it something else entirely?
Yeah, not necessarily the same thing. Like I said earlier, there might be certain similarities, but then again, there are certain distinct things that we do that would definitely set us apart from the Crips and then the Bloods in the US. You get it? But then the similarities are more for us to have a kind of a relationship where we can talk and relate on a certain type of level. You get it? But at the end of the day, there are certain things that we do that might be distinct to only us that they might not catch the vibe or be onto. You get it?
I do. I follow. Is there any part of you or on that side that's ever worried that there may be a time that comes where you get pressed about that from Crips in the United States for repping the same set?
Yeah, I know they have gatekeepers out there, so yeah, probably. Okay. Probably.
What is your plan in that instance? Is it like a talk it out, explain it type thing? Is it maybe it's time to change the name? Like have you thought about that at all?
I feel like real is real. You get it, and it doesn't really matter where you are. So if they know I'm real, then that's it. That's the only thing that matters. You get it. It doesn't have to do with all that politicking or you having to do this, you having to do that to get verified or certified. If you're real, I feel like if you're real, you're real. I mean, I don't have to necessarily have, let's say, a Crip in the US come to Ghana and for me to come check him out because he says that, hey, he's a Crip, blah, blah, blah. I feel like if you're real and you're true to what you are, that connection is like you just know, you just kick it off. You get to this guy is really about it. You get it. It's not like he's trying to rep it or fake it just for popularity, just for views. Like you get it. There's that. You guys will just kick it off. Like that's what I mean.
Got you. I think any follow-up questions to that topic don't need to be coming from me. That would definitely come from somebody, gang affiliated, which I am not. But I was curious because it was public, you know what I mean, when that happened on Twitter. And I just want the opportunity. I want to hear from you, like what's up with that? Like what is the breakdown? What is the mentality? So I appreciate you taking the time to break that down for us, my guy.
I appreciate it.
I want to talk about Lyrical Wars as an entity right now because there's a lot of education that goes into learning a new league. There's a lot of nuances. There's a lot of who's who to go around and stuff like that. And we've only barely got our feet wet. We're only barely touching the surface of what Lyrical Wars brings to the table.
Not even touch the surface. Yeah, like you're supposed to spend.
So, like, break it down. Who runs Lyrical Wars? Who's at the top? Who are the creators? Who are the founders of Lyrical Wars?
I know about George. I know about E-Cribs. I know about GRP. That's Green Retarded Paper. They are the ones who started the whole movement. Basically them. It's basically them. The premier battle rap league in Ghana. The production is crazy. And yeah, exactly. And our normally it's quality over quantity. So we are not that much, but like anybody from Lyrical Wars can just move to anywhere and just body anybody like casually. And it wouldn't even matter, bro.
How many battlers deep would you say the league is? Like how many battlers rep Lyrical Wars?
Currently, I can say we have 8 clips, Okay, let me start with myself. Big Crib, we have A Clips, we have Kid Bird, we have E Cribs, we have Smith. I know of Aquanda. I don't know if he's gone on the break, but yo, he's fire. And actively, I feel like these are the people that I can talk about, like actively now. There are certain people who used to be part of the culture, but we don't know what happened. We don't hear from them again. We have people like Kahaz used to be part of the culture. Maybe he's open to coming back. Hey, we don't know what's going to happen in the near future. We have people like Cable, super fire guy, and Flipper. We used to have Flipper. You know, we used to have Amachi the rapper. Like this was basically the Lyrical Wars roster. Yeah.
Okay.
This
And how many cards a year do you think Lyrical Wars puts out on average?
In a year?
Yeah.
Probably like 2 or 3.
Okay.
In a year. Yeah, 2 or 3 in a year. Because you know, we want, I won't say the perfect matchups, but Lyrical Wars normally want their matchups to be, you know, to be there. You get it. Like it should, yeah, it should like make sense. You get it. Like you don't just because this guy is hot, so you put him against this guy who is hot, knowing that it wouldn't really work. You get it. So they pick the perfect matchups, they pick the perfect timing, they pick the perfect venue, pick the perfect production, and after everything is said and done, and it comes out, it's super. Shout out
I
to
want to say,
Wars.
I bought the video on demand for you and Buck, and I gotta say it was worth every dollar. Like the production, the quality, time stamping, the rounds, like you were talking about the venue and stuff, like the entire ambience and setup and everything, like it's very, very professional. Like it looks super clean. So huge shout out. That it's one of the things that made me want to tap in more.
Shout outs to Knife, man. He's the man behind the camera and shit. He's called Bread Knife.
Yeah, shout out to Knife then. Bread Knife, what's good, my guy? We gotta get one of the cameraman interviews. That's what we need. Right? We gotta get the gems behind the camera, get the gems behind the lens. That'll be that's a great tagline. The gems behind the lens. Let's go. You've said that you're currently the face of the league. All right. Who would you say is on your heels? Who's trying to dethrone you right now?
Nobody.
Like no one's even gunning? You don't got no one gunning for you?
Oh no, like cause all these people, I didn't kill them, bro. You see, I just didn't get to Nigeria because I was hard in Ghana. I got to Nigeria because everybody was dead. Bored. So I had to move and conquer other territories. Like all these people were dead. Like I just walk around, I see zombies, dead niggas, you know. I'm like, yo, this shit is boring, you know. Let me just move elsewhere.
Let me ask you this. So like when you guys are obviously there's tension in battle rap, right? So like when Lyrical Wars is doing a Lyrical Wars card and you're matched up with somebody, you guys aren't probably going out for drinks every day and fuck, you know what I mean? Like it's wartime right now, right? Yeah. When your scope changes and you're now pointing it towards Nigeria, did you feel like a burst of camaraderie from like the Ghanaian rappers, you know, who are like, man, now it's like it's us versus them type thing? Or were they like, nah, fuck you, you're gonna get cooked? Like what was the vibe?
So one thing I would give a big shout out to is the Lyrical Wars crowd and the rappers on Lyrical Wars. Like there's also no bias, bro. If you come and you're from Nigeria and you show out and then the Ghanaian doesn't show out, the Nigeria won. We don't even care. We don't care, bro. Like because you can see in my battle versus Slim Buck, like Slim Buck was getting so much love, and it was his first time in Ghana. Nobody was biased. They came to hear bars, bro. They don't even care where you're from. So far as you have bars, you can rap, you can battle rap, you're good. That's it. If the Ghanaian comes and it's his home country and he doesn't show up, he does lazy writing, poor performance, the Nigerian wins. It doesn't even matter, bro. It doesn't even matter.
How did you feel? So I had you win the third round against Buck because I didn't necessarily feel the angle that he took.
Yeah.
I see the concept. I see where he was going with it. Buck's my guy, but I'm gonna keep it 100. If I'm not feeling something, I'm just not feeling it. You know what I mean? How did it feel from you when to not hear the fuck Ghana angle and to hear that he was like coming from an entirely different perspective? Like what did that do to you in the moment?
So I actually suspected Buck would do something like that because after that battle with Dabu, I actually had one up on Nigeria. Like people actually talking about it. I had like 1 million views on TikTok. basically about me saying fuck Nigeria and all that type of shit. So it actually went viral. You get it? So I knew definitely that Buck had to, gain face for Nigeria. But as to how he was going to take that angle, I didn't know. I didn't know he was going to preach love. I didn't know he was going to do all of that. So I was actually caught unaware. I won't even lie. It was fire though. Shout out to Buck. But hey, he still lost the turn, bro.
Let's go. All right. Back to Lyrical Wars. All right. Is there any kind of established rank system right now? Like you said, you're the face, like you're the number one guy. I know word on the streets tends to put out like, here's the top 10 based on battles for the year, at the end of the year, stuff like that. Is there any type of rank system, any type of tier list or anything like that for Lyrical Wars? Or is it just kind of like everybody mixes it up right now?
Nah, normally with battle rap in Ghana or Lyrical Wars, we don't really have a ranking system. But if you know that you are the man of the hour or you're the man right now, you would know it. Because everybody gives you that level of that respect. You get it? Like people know that, oh, nah, this guy is in his bag right now. You get it? And everybody shows you that level of respect. So automatically, you will know that you are there now, like you are on top. So normally, I would say that Lyrical Wars doesn't really have a ranking system. We just have the position for the best. And if you do so well, and the battle rappers, the league owners, and the fans believe that now Lyrical Wars, you are number one. That's it. The second, third doesn't really matter on our ranking system. It's
if you ain't first, you're last, baby.
No, it's the best. You get it. That's why I said we are not much, but there's quality because at the end of the day, you're gunning for the top. You're not gunning for second position. You're not gunning for the third. It's either you are the best currently or you're nothing.
Do they only do live battles, or do they also have like text battles, video battles, WhatsApp battles, and things like that? Or you guys strictly do the live performances?
So we did a one rounder during the lockdown, and I think that was it. That was one of the ingenious ways that we were able to battle rap during the COVID. And I feel like apart from that, we've not really done any other thing aside that. But I'm sure other works or other ways of battling are in the pipeline and will definitely be made available to us, the battle rappers, and people we'll be battling with probably in the next future. I don't know.
Who do I need to get up here next to let them properly represent Lyrical Wars and talk this shit? Who do you think would be important for me to sit down with?
I feel like Eclipse, Kid Birch, these two people, Smith. I feel like these three people should be people they should get up next because they're trying to budge me on my top spot at the moment. Like I'm on top and I feel these people, like budging me like, yo, like bro, your time is up. Like you need to get here. Like you get it. Like so yeah. I feel like there should be people who should get up here next. Probably in their next battles, they will go crazy because I've been that nigga for a minute, like roughly like 2 years. So like yeah, they don't want me to get too comfortable.
You have to tag me with their handles so I can follow them and educate myself.
Sure, I will.
All right, let's do something fun. All right, I gotta pick your brain. You're a very cocky person. You come across. You love yourself. I can tell, right? We're gonna do a little self-evaluation. I want to pick your brain about you. All right. In typical scorecard reaction fashion, we have a segment called self-evaluation. I'm gonna give you 10 categories for you to rate yourself 1 to 10 in. And then we're gonna take your overall score at the end of it and see how it adds up in your own opinion. The goal here is to be as honest as you can and keep it a buck with yourself. All right, sure. Let's go. Number one.
Killed the buck. All right.
Number one: bars, lyrics, and storytelling. 1 to 10. Where you at?
Bars, lyrics, storytelling.
Right. So 10 is like no room for improvement. I'm as good as I'll ever be. Like I am. Like it's mastered. 1 is like I don't know how to rhyme words. So like, you know what I mean? Where you fall at?
You know what's crazy? I can actually storytell like super, super well. I think that's like one of my strongest points. So probably I'll give myself 10 over 10 when it comes to storytelling. When it comes to bars, yeah. When it comes to bars, 10 over 10. Lyricism, I'm working on it. I'll probably give myself like a 9.5, but I'm working on it. I'll definitely get there.
I'll give you like a 9.75 overall for that category.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Flow, delivery, and melody. 1 to 10.
10, 10, 10, bro. Like, let's not even do this.
Number 3, stage presence and performance.
Bro, 10-10, bro. Like, you see how I do it on stage, bro? Like, come on.
Look, this ain't for me to talk. This is self-evaluation, baby. This is you tell
All right,
us. You ain't gonna get no pushback. All right, let's talk about number 4, social media presence and your fan interaction.
Oh yeah, I'm super active on social media, especially if I'm about to battle you. I'm not about to let you talk shit on me on Twitter and then just let it slide. I'll just come and comment and then just let you know that, bro, I'm watching you, bro. Your every move, bro. I'm here. I'm just letting you know that you would die, bro. Like, it's me, bro. Yeah, so I'm just super active with social media. Yeah,
One
so
to
10,
10,
10,
one to
bro.
10. What do you, another 10,
10,
10. Okay.
bro.
All right, number 5, commercial appeal and branding.
Like big crib sales, bro. Like I have 1 million views on TikTok. Like that says a lot. So
That says a
10, 10,
lot.
bro.
I ain't got 1 million views on TikTok. What the fuck I'm gonna say about that?
Yeah.
All right. So this actually plays into one of the things I wanted to talk about after this, but it kind of comes up now. So with streams and sales, obviously there's the streams and sales you talk about now with like TikTok and the video on demand and stuff like that. Do you do music outside of battle rap, or are you strictly a battle rapper?
I'm working on it.
Okay. So right now, streams and sales, let's stick with like the TikTok and the video on demand sales and stuff like that.
Yeah. We'll stick with that for now. But
One
I'm
to
actually
10, how you
working to
feeling?
put up about what my streams and okay, for that I can't really speak on it because I'm not really be keeping super like keeping tabs on it, but like probably like a cool 8 would be fine, like 7 or 8.
Cool
Because I think
7.5.
because the back battle did, even though it was on pay on demand, it did a lot of numbers. Even on YouTube, like we got like 1,000 views in like 24 hours, and then like I currently don't really know the number of views that we have, but like I know it's getting there. And on the VOD, we're also getting there.
Cool. Number 7. How do you rate 1 to 10? How do you rate your fan base? Like, do you have a name for your fans and stuff like that? Like, do you have an
Nah,
established presence? You ain't got that yet. You ain't there. All right. So like,
don't. Just me and my niggas. It's just me and Facts. It's just me and one of my homies from 2058 block. He's called Facts, nigga. Anytime I say fuck the bars, let's talk some real nigga shit. You see a little homie in the background who comes and shout Facts, nigga. Yeah, he my nigga. Like he my nigga. Like that's it. You get
let's
it. Like
go.
we are not many niggas, but we many niggas. You feel me? Yeah.
So so what do you 1 to 10? I just in your own opinion, I need your words. 1 to 10. Where does that put you at?
Nah, we solid 10, bro. We solid.
All right, number 8, creativity and unique factor, like that X factor that like separates you from everybody else.
10, bro.
What is your X factor? What is the thing that separates you from everybody else?
I feel like it's my performance and my delivery.
Okay.
You get it? Because sometimes bars just don't cut it. Sometimes it's about performance. It's about how you get the crowd going. It's about your energy. It's about how you say certain things. Like there's certain things I might say or get the crowd going, and somebody might equally say the same thing, and it wouldn't even fly. It wouldn't, because it's me. You feel me? So I feel like my X factor has to do with my delivery and performance. You get it?
Yeah. I like it. Number 9, I can already see where this one's going because it's one of the things that I loved about you. But your versatility, 1 to 10. How do you feel about the versatility?
10, bro. 10, bro.
I mean, we elaborated on that already. It's part of the plan. That's
exactly
built into the program.
Exactly.
All right, and the one that's usually harder to talk about while we're in the moment, unless we're speaking to legends. How do you rank right now your current impact and legacy that you're leaving on battle rap?
Yeah, currently, I feel like I'm leaving quite the impact on battle rap because my battle with Slim Buck had so much international traction. From Jazz was commenting. I saw Easy, the block captain, actually like it. Calico actually quoted a retweet, tweeted, was like, "Oh, these boys from the motherland are actually fire." Came and then quoted a tweet of Lyrical Wars. You get it, and then, bro, we are getting there. You get it. I feel like, yeah, the legacy is being set. Being
1 to
set.
10.
Like,
where are you at right now?
Oh, I feel like 6 because I'm getting there. I'm not there yet. It's a process, and I'm getting
That's
there.
what I said.
So, yeah.
this is one that's usually a lot easier when someone's like retired, or you know what I'm saying. You're talking to like sitting there interviewing one of the legends and looking back in hindsight type shit. So currently 6, that's respectable. Obviously, still a lot of work to get done, right? We're not nearly done
So
this shit. All right. So overall, what do you think your score was overall? Do you know in your head?
My score probably like, probably like an 8.75.
You gave yourself a 93.25.
Oh, 93.25. All right, we're good.
So the places for improvement are going to be your impact and legacy, streams and sales, and your lyricism. Those are our opportunities for improvement. Get you up to perfect. All right, 93, 93 and a quarter ain't bad, my guy.
I'm a creative player, bro. I was made to beat the system, bro.
Do you think which one of these scores do you think you would get the most pushback from your constituents?
Nah, I don't even know because I don't really care about these people hating like that. So I don't really know about, whatever, whatever they want to nitpick and use against me. Yeah, just pick one, bro.
Your attitude is fucking dope as shit, though.
Yeah.
All right. We got some deeper questions. I want to end this out with some deeper questions, and then I always like to spin the camera back around to you. If you have any questions for me or the gang from this side, you know what I'm saying? Gloves are off. Whatever you want to ask, feel free. We'll always keep it a buck here. But let's get to some deeper questions. So this is like a segment called Gems. I just want to like kind of pick your brain and get some good quotables out of you. What's something that you had to figure out on your own that no one ever gave you proper advice about? And that could be inside or outside of battle rap.
I feel like probably growing up, there are certain things that I learned because I was in a protected environment, so I was probably naive. But growing up and getting to this point, like life hits you, and then you understand that nobody got you like how you got you. You get it? Like you have your own standards, so you have to be true to yourself. So I feel like growing up, the thing that I've learned, even outside battle rap or even in battle rap, nobody got you like you got you. Like if you don't prepare, if you don't get on that stage and give 100%, bro, like that's it. Like your whole career can actually be washed down the drain off one battle. You get it? And then in real life too, if you don't got you like how you're supposed to, have your own back, then what happens is that you depend on people for stuff, and then people are always not going to be there for you. You get it? So my philosophy in life is that nobody got you like how you got you. Your own standards, and you have to be true to yourself.
So, what's the biggest thing that you've had to overcome during your self-growth in battle rap?
Complacency. Yeah, I was super complacent. I feel like, these people aren't good enough. So it got to a certain point when I was writing, I was so eager to get off the bars that I didn't put time into my setup. I didn't put time into my lyricism. I didn't put time into my rhyming patterns. Like I was neglecting certain details. I feel like, I have this idea, it's super fire. Just say it as it is. Like if it's real, it ain't got a rhyme. You get it? Like, but I feel like there's more to battle rap than, just dropping something which is fire. Like it's a process. It's like, making love to a woman. Like you just don't just you get it. It's a process, bro. Like, and then you get there.
Last question I got for you today.
All right,
When's the last time you were truly impressed by somebody else's performance?
Oh, that was recent. That was motherfucking Slim Buck, bro. I was super impressed. You see, it's a difference when you watch somebody actually battle and battling the person, or the person is in front of you and the person is battling. You get it? And then Slim Buck also actually had that feeling. Dabu the Gemini actually had that feeling. You get it? Because we're like, it's a different feeling when you see the guy on camera. It's a different feeling if it's the person is in front of you. So I feel like Slim Buck was the person who actually gave me that feeling. I was like, this guy super came prepared. Like, like he really took it there, and I was super happy. So shout out to Slim Buck though, even though he died.
The Slim Buck. All right, look, man, that's it from I appreciate you taking the time to wrap it up with me today. I want to just give you the chance. Is there any questions that you have for me or the GSGang that we can elaborate on this side, man?
Nah, bro, I'm solid. The trap calling, nigga. Go.
Fair enough, Doug. I appreciate you taking the time. Make sure you guys look out for J No and Lyrical Wars on the channel. Look out for the reactions. Look out for future interviews as we start to dive in and everything like that. J No, really appreciate you coming through for us, man. Solid interview, my guy. Super solid interview. This was fun. This was fun.
Yeah, bro, I appreciate it.
All right, for all y'all out there, man, make sure you guys tap in. As always, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I will catch y'all on the next one. Let's go. Peace. That was fire.